And then Dwayne Wade starts driving to the hoop. Every little touch, 2 shots, 2 shots. He literally multiple games shot more free throws than our entire team.
Mark, stop saying that. Mark, we beat y'all. We beat y'all. All right, a lick for a lick now. Stop that bullshit, Mark.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Well, Mark Cuban still is not over that 2006 NBA Finals. He says that Dwayne Wade and the Miami Heat actually that championship was stolen from Dallas. He feels like they are the rightful owners. Basically the league had it in for the Dallas Mavericks, and Dwayne Wade and Shaq, like it was just getting too many calls. And if you didn't get to see what he said, I'm going to play that clip, and then I'm going to play what Dwayne Wade said in response.
Like, we hurt in 2006 after it was stolen from us, right? And I'll take that to my grave that it was stolen from us.
2006 was stolen, just re-clarifying that.
Yes.
Stolen by the league.
Yes, Bennett Salvador in particular. Jack Nee's right behind him.
Now, again, this isn't the first time Mark Cuban has actually bared his soul in regards to this. He has been saying this, and he's been fined a number of times by the NBA for saying things that's detrimental to the league.
Shaq's got it on the block. He just levels Eric Dampier, pushes them out of the way, and hits 2 free throws. I'm like, oh my God, I just cursed us. Shaq just hit 2 free throws when he's shooting like 40-some%. And then Dwayne Wade starts driving to the hoop. Every little touch, 2 shots, 2 shots. He literally multiple games shot more free throws than our entire team. And that was it, man. And it was painful. And, you know, I never got fined for it but they did officiating in terms of picking the finals refs. They did it a lot differently back then. It was a lot of just who had the most seniority, and that didn't mean they were the best refs. And, you know, it was not a good series for us officiating wise, but it's what it is. I can't believe it's been this long since then.
Now, Dwayne Wade, he doesn't respond every time, but he's like, come on, dude, this is about enough. It's been almost 20 years and y'all lost. Let it go. Take a listen here what Wade had to say clapping back.
Mark Cuban come out recently and say that he don't care, he taking it to his grave. 2006 was rigged, is what Mark Cuban said. Mark Cuban and I have probably had one conversation since then. It was a very cool, cordial conversation. I love Mark Cuban from afar, everything that he has accomplished, everything he's done. But Mark, stop saying that. Mark, we beat y'all. We beat y'all. Did we get some foul calls? Everybody get foul calls. We can all go back and point. I can go back and point in 2011 during one of them series where Dirk had 48. He had 24 free throws in one of those games. Does that mean that the refs wanted them to win? I don't know, but it wasn't rigged. Like, we still had to play the game. And so, yeah, you had a young guy that was becoming a star in the NBA. Did I get a few whistles? Yes. But was I the only one attacking the basket every play? Probably so, bro. I'm going to get some whistles, too. I'm going to get some calls because they were fouling. Let's not act like that. So you're not about to tarnish the work that I put in as a young guy to do something that not a lot of young guys have done in this game to say it was rigged. Mark, stop that. Y'all got us. We got y'all. It's all love, baby. It's all love. All right, a lick for a lick now. Stop that bullshit, Mark.
So obviously, Dwayne Wade does not see it quite the same way as Mark Cuban. No surprise there. I mean, Dwayne Wade is on the right side of history. They ended up winning. That was his first NBA title. And that kind of cemented him in a way where if Wade, honestly, if he does not get that title, even if he wins those 2 rings with LeBron, I think you know, as fans, we look at D-Wade a little bit differently. But the fact that he was able to win a championship and the move for LeBron to come even join D-Wade in Miami. If Miami had still never won anything, then the LeBron decision wouldn't have been so bad. I mean, Dwayne Wade was still playing at a top tier MVP level. So some people are like, this isn't the good old days where we love to see our two of our best in the league compete. But at the same time, if they had not won that championship, I don't believe that we would look at Dwayne Wade's career as potentially the third best shooting guard of all time, or we wouldn't be so critical of LeBron for joining that team had they lost against Dallas. What I will say is I remember that series, and I remember the first 2 games being in Dallas, and Dallas, it was kind of, anticlimactic. Like, it was like a double-digit wins the first 2 games for Dallas in Dallas. And then I remember game 3, and I was like, oh, they gonna try to sweep these boys, because it was like late in the second half, and Dallas had that game handled. And I do remember Dwayne Wade. This is where he kind of started taking off, becoming the Flash that everybody kind of grew to love. It's like, man, this dude here, he's so aggressive. Could nobody stay in front of him? I do remember that. Nobody could stay in front of Dwayne Wade. And so did he get some calls? Absolutely. I mean, that's, Dade County, but they used to call it Wade County when he was in town, Florida. So he's going to get some calls, but the aggressor usually does. That has nothing to do with, it being Dwayne Wade. If you're aggressive, you're going to get some calls. You put the onus on the ref. And it looked like even still, Dallas still had that game late. And then I remember them making some boneheaded plays, not getting to a rebound. I remember UD getting to the boards it was just little things here or there that ain't have nothing to do with fouls being called. Now, after losing that game, they get blew out game 4, I think by 20, if I remember correctly. It got me wanting to rewatch this series. But I remember game 4 being a blowout, and again, game 5, I think, was another close game. And at that time, it was the 2-3-2 format. So the games 3, 4, and 5 were in Miami for the last 2 to go back to Dallas. And I'm like, all right, well, Miami took care of home. Nobody has won on the other home court. So now the pressure is on Dallas going back for game 6. But if they can go ahead and win this game, then yeah, it's going to be pressure to go ahead and close it out in game 7. But D-Wade and the Heat, they're, you know what I'm saying? Like game 7, you don't usually see that loss by the home team. I mean, I don't know the statistics of that, but I didn't think that Miami was going to beat Dallas if it went to a game 7. And it was a great game, and Miami ended up pulling it out. So, from my recollection, I just remember a Dallas team that just was not ready. They just were not ready. They had all the pieces, but they just were not ready at the end. So let me know what you guys think. Anybody remember any specifics? I'd be interested. I'm going to read the comments on this. If you were old enough to watch the game, or if you've seen it replayed recently, interested in what you think. But Mark Cuban's still hot about that thing, man. I'm going to holler at you guys next time. Peace.